hello. I'm Psychic Ali from psychicali.net. I was urged to do this video to see if I can shed some light on how to block unwanted negative energies and clear the bad energy. So, because there is a lot going around at the moment, and I have said in previous videos that there is a reason for this, okay, being more extreme than usual. In my opinion, there is the dark side is collapsing, and the dark side is having less and less food. Their food is negative fear, anger, sadness, all sorts of negative emotions. So it's kind of like that's what it's needed. Now more and more people are waking up to the realization that we've gone through a whole scam in our lives at the moment, and there's more and more people who are less and less fearful now. They've switched off the the TV and the mainstream media, because it's like they can't keep being manipulated like that. Even if you don't believe that there has been a scam, it is that you are getting sick of hearing about it all. So either way, the fear energy is getting less and less. So if you imagine that there's good energy, you imagine that there's not so good energy. So then you imagine that the good energy is linked to your spirituality. It's linked with love. It's linked with harmony. It's linked with making everybody feel vibrant, alive, happy, full of the joys of spring, if you like, positive. Okay. And then the negative side is linked to the fear. Okay, the fear, the depression, that kind of like low energy. So how do you stop that energy from, at the very least, making you feel more sad, or at the very most feeling as if you are getting psychically attacked? Now, for some people, you might be listening to this and thinking there's no such thing as psychic attack. I'm going to say that in my opinion, it really is a real thing. Okay. And it doesn't matter sometimes how wonderful your guides are and how amazing a team they are, because they are under tremendous amount of attack energy at this precise moment. This hasn't been how it has been before. Okay. This is why your team would have been more than easily dealing with whatever has been going on in the past. But because they are getting more and more needy, okay, and wanting to create more and more fear. Okay. Now, like I said, I did a clearance, okay, and some psychic counseling on a wonderfully beautiful soul who has, since very young age, has been going through some tremendously terrible ordeals, from abuse in the past, sexual abuse and all sorts, to then spiritual abuse. And it was, in her story, it was linked to the Catholic Church. I'm not saying that this is every Catholic, this is every church. I'm not saying this. I need to make that very, very clear. This is a story from one spiritual family member to another. Okay. And this is why there's a need for me to share this information with you. So I'm going to give you a couple of techniques to use in order to stop this from happening and to clear your energy. Okay. So how do you know that you may have either an attachment or that you may have, the start of something on the negative front? Okay. Okay. So you might be feeling, now some of this would be relevant to your spiritual awakening as well, which is quite difficult to discern, but there are differences. Okay. So one would be you're feeling ultra tired all the time. And that is because your higher self and your team are being bombarded, usually 24 hours a day. Okay, so there's no let up. For the other side of things, you would be feeling as if, for unexplained reasons, you would start to feel anxiety, like fear for no reason, like you feel paranoid, like someone's talking about you. You might not want to be around very bright spiritual people because these people trigger the negativity that's around you, and in which case, stops you from, because you don't want that light force seeing you. So imagine this dark energy, they're not going to want to be seen. It's not going to want to be healed. It's not going to want somebody who's very light taking notice of it and therefore pointing it out and therefore, clearing that energy. So, the other things that you would notice is that you would be maybe a little bit more less tolerant to people around you. It could be that other people, for some reason, aren't feeling very, happy to be around you. For some reason, you're feeling a little bit, stressed or anxious. Okay, because you're thinking that everybody's either talking about you or, they've seen something in you. It's very subtle. Okay. On the extreme things, you could be feeling sick. You could be feeling very, like very nauseous. You could be feeling as if, you've got high blood pressure, like your heart is beating really fast, which then makes you feel as if this kind of energy that you're producing um, is 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 causing you to feel more anxious because you don't understand it. Okay, so what do you do about it if you're feeling these things? So I'm going to talk you through a technique, and it's like clearing away the past, clearing away the old. Okay, the old, fear energy based things. Okay, so if you imagine that every experience that you've had that goes back in your Akashic records, from very early, okay, in your time, um, has an experience, and that experience has a cord. Now that cord attaches to it, not all the time, but a lot of the time. That fear, okay, and sometimes we are bringing that with us through the lifetimes, okay, and maybe through to this lifetime. Now, if it's coming through to this lifetime, then you're dragging with you something that you don't need to drag with you. Okay. And therefore, it just needs cutting away. And this is why cord cutting really helps. So, I used to do cord cutting in a certain way, but I've just had to know that I've got to do it a different way. It's like we've got to up our game now. We've got to call in the big guys in order to clear this and to get moving. Okay. So if you feel as if you're being targeted, okay, by negative people, an actual physical person rather than a spirit person, there's certain ways of doing that. Now, if there is, you know, if you're feeling as though this is just coming directly from the spirit world, then we can do it another way, okay? Now, if one person is feeling jealous of you or angry with you, or they don't like what you're saying or what you're doing, or, you know, these are kind of minor kind of discomforts, okay? And that doesn't usually come with any energy towards you. It just is, you know, you're not going to please everybody, no matter how nice you are, no matter how much you want to be everybody's friend and you know, show kindness and everything. You're going to upset somebody, you know, deliberate or not. But sometimes, if that person is a powerful spiritual person, and this is why you need to understand and take notice of your own power. Because once you become a light worker, those sort of emotions are going to send a signal out to the universe and out towards the person that you're feeling that way towards. So you have to be aware that you are going to be affecting that other person. And that affecting is going to come back at you, you know, by the universal energy, basically. Whatever we give out, we get back. So you are not just damaging the other person by doing this, whether you realize it or not, you are damaging yourself, because whatever you're going to get more and more of that same emotion. So that means that somebody else around you will have that feeling towards you and will then be sending issues at you. It can be that, you know, you start to, I don't know, have a run of bad luck where things are not going right in your life. Relationships around you are being very confusing and you're not aware of why. That is probably because you may have been feeling negative or angry towards somebody. Okay, so because of, is my mo, because of cats, for instance, very, very good at picking up and soaking in psychic negativity. Okay, this is why, you know, look after your cat, look after your dog. They're very, very intuitive, and if they feel as if you need an extra boost, they want to be there for you. Okay, and you know, that's important. This is why they sleep a lot, is because, sorry, let me just get him some treats. Because they, sorry, he's touching the computer. Oh dear. Right, go this way. Yeah. Yeah, because they're conductors and they tend to kind of keep that energy towards them. Okay. So what do we do about this? Okay, so first of all, we need to kind of be aware of our own thought pattern and our own energy. Okay, so if there is somebody out there who you're not gelling with, you're not getting on with, the best thing you can do is just detach your energy from them. Just think about somebody else or something else. Don't give that any more thought. Okay. In this day and age, it's very difficult when we've got the dark, when we're looking at the dark side. Okay, when there are, you know, a lot of dark forces in the government and we're seeing different things happen, it's very difficult not to send that energy out to them. And you can do it by, you know, thinking those thoughts and then shutting off. Okay, just putting your shield up. All right, so like I said, it's very, very difficult to be an angelic person all the time, because let's face it, we're not here to be angels. We're here to be human beings experiencing the human life. We are, you know, predominantly spirit. So, so yeah. So we just have to kind of be aware of our power, be aware of our energy, and remember to enhance that and to honor the fact that you are, you are this powerful warrior. Okay, you was brought this way. Was brought into this universal energy as that person, and you just have to kind of remember to pick up on it. Okay, so what else do I need to say? Sorry, treats for the cat. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to go through a simple technique of clearance, okay? And you might think that it's simple and it's not going to work, but it really, really does, okay? And it is important to do it. Now, my suggestion is to play this a few times if you want to, because that will help you, periodically. It's good that you'll be able to do this with, for children. Now, children will be around other children who might have been going through something traumatic, and your child might not be, but because their aura is connecting with their aura, it can mean that they're picking up on this and they're bringing this home, okay, to them. You're not going to be able to stop and shield them completely. It's just not being able to happen. So, there's a simple technique where you watch, when you're watching your child play, even if it's a teenager and they are, playing a video game or whatever, whilst they're engrossed in it, visualize a vortex of energy like a tornado, spinning and spinning and spinning, and visualize it going round and round. It doesn't matter which direction, your direction will be for you. Okay, the golden light coming down from the heavens, you spin it around and you do it really, really fast, and it sucks out all of the negativity around that child. Okay, around your teenager, around your husband, around your partner, around your brother, your sister, your mum, your dad, okay, your best friend. Okay, you're actually just shedding some love, and that's it. And then you send them love. Put them in a bubble and picture a happy moment that you both felt together. Okay, and you do that. So so that is one way of doing it. Now, when you've got somebody who is physically there with you, or you want to do this yourself, my suggestion is get a candle, light that candle. When you light that candle, I want you to stare into the flame. I want you to pick one of the archangels, any archangel that connects with you. A lot of people choose Archangel Michael, but you can choose any, okay? And bring that angel in to stand beside you. Feel the energy from that angel. Feel the unconditional love that that angel has for you. And now, this is your guardian angel. So this is the angel that you were born with, an angel that is there for you no matter what, okay, and is there to keep you safe. So that is the other side of you. Now, both angels have a violet sword. It's like a flame of violet kind of energy that comes from it. And it's a very strong sword. So concentrate through your vision. See if you can, through your vision, look at your back. Look out for cords. Some of them are thicker than others, which means some of them are heavier than others. Watch out for some of them that come across as a cloud or a misty patch in your aura. All of these, there is an ability to shut this off and get this away, okay? And you can do this as we go along now. So you're concentrating on your back and you're seeing lots of these cords coming off. This goes back into past lives. This goes back into childhood trauma, into relationship issues, into family upsets, friendship upsets, work upsets, anything that has made you feel affected energetically. And now concentrate on the front of you. This is anything in the present time. So things that are affecting you now. So this could be people, you know, who don't mean to, but they're taking you for granted. Or it can be people around you, you know, who don't understand you. You don't understand them. It could be, have a difference of opinion. And this is affecting the relationship and the balance. And now look at all the cords that, look at those. What are all the cords doing? Some of them are thicker than others. Somebody might be affecting you with guilt, making you feel guilty for not being there for them, even though you're trying your hardest. It could be that, you know, you've got so much responsibility on your shoulders that you can't do any more than you're doing. None of that matters anymore, because you need to cut this away, because this isn't the way to go forward. You need to forgive yourself. And when you forgive yourself, you're going to receive that back from others, because it's the mirror image of you. Okay, so now we're going to ask these two magnificently beautiful angels, and you can feel their love. Soak it in. That respect that this angel has for you. And ask them to cut these cords starting from the back of you, and they're going to work their way down. So let's go down through the chakras and cutting away. And one of the angels, decide which angel is going to do the back, which is the past, and decide which angel is going to do the front. And when you've decided that, all you need to do is let them do their thing, okay? All you've got to do is visualize it, okay? So when these cords are being cut with the violet sword, they dissolve at the root, okay? So that root shrivels up and dissolves, so it can't reattach. So we're going to start now. So now it's going to cut from the crown chakra, cutting away anything negative, all of those cords that are no good for you. And as this violet sword is cutting down, it's immediately sealing up and dissolving the root, so that this doesn't affect your auric field at all. This just removes it. And so as we go down past the third eye now, goes down the back of your neck. And now we're at the shoulders. And the sword is front and back. Going down past the shoulders, down towards the heart area. So obviously this will be about your ability to love unconditionally and to receive unconditional love. As this goes down, dissolving all of those cords, going down to the solar plexus. Solar plexus is how you receive other people's comments. And that could be that you aren't able to receive criticism without it really taking effect on you. And that can make you ultra sensitive. So that's cutting all of that away and strengthening you. And then down to the sacral. And then further down to the base of your spine. And keep going down, cutting the cords from your legs. And then we reach the feet. And then as that last cord is dissolved, you want to visualize the angel wings coming around you from the back, coming around you from the front, and creating this healing hub, this energy that you are in. And this is really protective. You can keep this if you want. If you feel that there is a threat or a vulnerability and you need extra help, then you can be that. You can stay in that energy and you can ask them to keep you there. Now I want you to visualize your auric field. Visualize yourself in a bubble of energy. And visualize this bubble of energy inside. Think of your happiest moment of your life. Something that makes your heart sing. When you breathe in, you can't help but smile. You feel so happy with that wonderful thought and that feeling. Because love is the most powerful tool that you will ever have. Because if something's coming at you that wants you to feel fear and you transmit it into love, it just dissolves. Have you ever seen the film Harry Potter? I don't know which one it is. But when they basically show you, you know, this wardrobe, and as the door opens, it's your worst fear. And they called it stupefy. Stupefy. Treat it as something little, stupid and silly. Okay, so whatever you're fearful of, it's now ridiculous. Ridiculous. Okay, I know that's a bit of fun, but it does work because they can't feed off you. They are after your fear, anger, resentment, hate, pain. They're after all of that. So you just have to keep thinking the best. Okay. So you can, if you feel as if there's somebody particularly who is, you know, somebody, not a friend, but somebody who is jealous of you or sending you negative vibes, whether they mean to or not. Okay, you can put up a mirror facing outwards all the way around your bubble. Okay, you can do it all the way at the top, you can do it at the bottom, and you just put this mirrors facing outwards, and what happens is anything that comes at you will go back. Now, if you've got something that is really not nice, really negative, very, very dark energy, then what you need to do is to set it that it sends back times 10. Up the voltage. So it will only, if it's somebody who's just you know, a bit unsure of themselves. They'll just get a little kind of like, it's like something will happen that will teach them that whatever they're doing isn't right, that they shouldn't be sending this energy out, because they'll experience a karmic impulse back, like a lesson quickly on what they're doing. Okay, we've all experienced them before. It's like we've sent a judgment out, and then later on in the week we've had to recount that judgment because we've actually been the other side of the story, and we've all done that. Okay, so with that, you just need a kind of a little kind of pulse towards them. But if it's somebody who's very, very negative, then that person needs to be, you know, dealt with. Okay, so up it by 10 and keep that pulse going. So once a day, you might wake up in the morning and click your fingers 3 times. That is your shield, and that is your mirrors. When you go to bed, same thing, 3 times. I could say touch your nose. I could say touch your ear. It doesn't matter what symbolic thing it is, that's yours. Okay? It doesn't matter. If you feel that there's somebody who is very draining around you, and you feel as if, you know, whenever you're in their company, they drain you and they make you feel bad, then you put a double shield around yourself, or visualize the double angel shield. That really does help. And with that double angel shield, you basically get this, it's like a wonderful vibrational energy that just, you can't, nothing can upset you, nothing can get past it. So I hope this helped you. Keep trying to understand about your own power. Okay, you are a light being inside a human body. You have immense power. You would not be on this earth plane if you didn't have it right now, if you didn't have that sort of powerful energy, because this is a life-changing moment in Earth's history. It's a fight between the light and the dark, and this is the end game. So why would they send people who weren't able to deal with the darker powers? Why would they? They wouldn't. We just forget. We just need to be reminded, you're a powerful person. Deal with it. I'm not saying it's easy. I've experienced it. Greg has experienced it. Another thing that I wanted to talk about was to do with financial blockages of luck, blockages of kind things, kindness coming towards you. Now, you might have had a series of those being blocked. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to teach you a very simple thing. I have taught people, I've taught this to 7 people so far, and 7 people have all had had good luck just coming to them out of the blue, financially, emotionally. It's all happened. So this is not something to be scoffed at. It really does work. Okay, ready? I want you to visualize water is a conductor and a bringer of positive energy towards you in your life. Visualize that there's a river that flows towards you. This river is a God-given right for you to experience happiness, joy, abundance. And sometimes, don't know where it comes from, can be your own thoughts, I suppose, can be more than that, doesn't matter. Visualize that sometimes it's blocked. So I want you to go towards a beaver that is upstream, and it's created this dam, and it's stopping all that wonderful gorgeous energy coming towards you. All of that stuff that has been, it's like you deserve. All the things that you deserve have all been waiting to come back to you. So then what happens? Remove the dam. Visualize now pulling each stick away. Each bit of wood, pull it away. Another bit, pulling away, pulling it away, pulling it away, until the whole thing, the water just starts to float through this dam and breaking it up. And now the flow of energy is now coming towards you with all of this good fortune, all of this long awaited wisdom and knowledge and power and money and abundance of love, your twin flame, the love of your life, family, love, whatever is your wish, is now coming towards you. Pretty strong stuff, and it works. It truly works. I mean, I also believe in my Picsou bracelets. So a lot of people have been experiencing abundance with these. So you have to wear your dragon, your Picsou. You have to wear it facing outwards. You have to put it on the wrist that is your most prominent wrist, and you have to speak very nicely to your Picsou and ask it for all of the goodness that you want, and put this in a safe place. Try not to sleep in it, and try not to sleep in the same room as it. When it's off, put it facing the door in your home, and this will keep you protected as well. So if you believe in good luck and good fortune, then why not believe that something can happen? Go online and see all the stories that have happened to people whilst wearing these. Now, I buy these in and then I dismantle them and build them myself, because they say that they are black obsidian. These beads are not black obsidian. These are plastic. Okay, so what I do is I mix in with these beads, because they've got the symbols on, which are very important. And I mix them with proper black obsidian beads. So yeah, I sell these for £15, which works out about $21. I'm not doing this to just promote this. I'm telling you, I'm just saying that it works. But the dam works as well. It really, really does. Try it. You know, so I just wanted to make this video for that reason, and I'm sending you lots and lots of love. And if you need any help with clearances, if there is something that is really pretty hefty around you and you need me to help, then please contact me. You can contact me via the website psychically.net, and I will do my best to be there for you. Okay. So on that note, I'm going to go. Lots of love, and bye for now.